Okay, so we've entered an expense, a recurring expense, a bill, and a supplier credit. We've also paid a supplier. If I go to the Create Plus button there, you'll see that as well as expense, there was also the option for check. I'll click on that. And I'll create a check for Zachary Moneypenny. Now the next check number in my checkbook is 5246. Zach charges me delivery fees. Oh, really schmuzzled it there. Delivery on frames. He charges me $150 including GST. Now the difference between the check button and the expense button is simply that if I do keep the check preference solely for when I issue a check, QuickBooks Online will automatically recall my last check number and issue me with my next check number. Personally, I keep the expenses for anything that I've paid for by cash, EFT, or any other means other than check. So expense, check. Don't worry too much about them. All the transactions will end up in the same place. We'll now create an invoice for one of our customers. This will be for Annie Ma. I'm going to backdate it to the 1st of March. Annie Ma only gets 15-day terms. Her invoice is inclusive of tax. And it's for services. I can type a message to display on the invoice. And a note for a statement. In this case, I'm just going to copy the text from my description field and paste it in as a statement memo. If I had any attachments, I could easily upload them to this transaction. Save and close. Hitting the Create menu again, we're going to create an adjustment note for Annie. today's date, inclusive of tax, for $10, because we realised that we'd overcharged her by $10. However, we'd already sent her the invoice. Save and close. We now get somebody else come into our car shop and purchase something, and we're going to create a sales receipt which will generate the invoice and the payment at the same time. Brad Card came in. And purchased 15 interior frames for $30 exclusive of tax. His bill came to $495 and we took that off him, so his balance due is $0. Annie comes in and she pays us the balance of her invoice. Now you'll see that the original amount was $325 and the balance she has left is $315. Now that's due to the credit that we applied. Now QuickBooks Online doesn't have to apply the credit automatically. You have the option in the settings tab to manually be able to apply credits. So if that's something you are interested in doing, go to the cog or the settings menu and select company settings and change that option. Now just to recap, we'll go back and receive the payment from Annie for $315. Annie might pay by cheque, and we walk down the street and deposit straight away into the NAB business account. So in the last two videos we've shown you how to create transactions, expenses, checks, bills, credits, invoices, receiving payments and paying bills, sales receipts. If you already had a file such as MyOb or Excel or other programs with a significant amount of data that you did want to carry across into your new QuickBooks Online file, QuickBooks Online are offering a free service to import all that data, and here are the details which you can contact them, or if you'd like any additional information. In my personal experience, sometimes it's best just starting with a clean, fresh file.